one.
Right about now, this is Unconcealed.
Welcome to the Unconcealed Talk Show.
You're listening to one of New York's top syndicated shows, the Unconcealed Talk Show, featuring Mr. Naz and Diamond Dee.
Real talk. This is the Unconcealed Talk Show.
Ain't no more us grown together. You better be grown. I'm grown, so I better be grown. We're not grown together. You grown, I'm grown. Now we're going to just be grown together.
Welcome to the Unconcealed Talk Show.
I created my own table. I don't need to sit at nobody else's table. When he said that, I just thought it was so powerful.
This is Unconcealed.
I'm here, live and in the flash. I'm looking at you, you looking at me, you don't see me. That means the workout program is working.
Don't let nobody deter you from your vision. It's your vision, that's your walk. You know, so don't let somebody try to tell you how to walk your path.
This is Unconcealed.
We
A
are.
mission without a goal is pointless. A mission without a goal is pointless. And we have a goal.
This is the Unconcealed Talk Show.
Yeah, we are back in this building, back in this motherfucker.
What's
What's going on, everybody?
Stressing. What's up, y'all? I'm over here stressing, cussing him out. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, see, now
you don't even know how bad I cuss him out. Cuss out.
Well, first of all, where's our manners? Welcome everyone to the Unconcealed Talk Show. Where's our manners?
I ain't got no manners. I don't have any. I'm so brave. I ain't got no manners, y'all. I'm sorry. What's up? Welcome, everybody.
You know, we're trying to get these sponsors popping. You know, big shout out to Dynamo for picking us up. You know, big shout out to Dynamo. They are we are trying to network with them to also as an agency and service that will be working hard for us. You know, we're trying to, at the end of the day, we do what we do to be professionals, but we're trying to get sponsorship. You know, we're trying to take this to another level. So shout out to Dynamo.
What you trying to tell me?
I'll tell you behind the scenes for that. We making moves.
You sound like you're trying to tell me to behave. You're like,
no. We just gonna do what we do, unapologetic and unconcealed. You know. So what's going on, sis?
It's my week to be moody. My week to be moody. You were moody last week.
What the hell? No, I was just feeling fire. I wasn't moody. I think you was moody 2 weeks in a row.
No, I was not. It's every other week for me. I this week. So shout out, if I may, shout out to everybody that purchased their tickets for the brunch. I mean, the response was amazing. So we are officially sold out because we're not about to cram everybody in there. But I've been saying it for like a month now.
Okay.
And we're going to. Man, people messaging me this morning, you sold out, can't get a ticket. I'm like, that sold out means sold out. And so, but again, it's all love and I appreciate it, but we got to do things in decency and in order and with respect for time and deadlines and budgets. So that had me a little worked up this morning because I want to be able to accommodate everybody. But I think people thought 4WBW was for play, and we're not for play.
No.
But big shout out to everybody that's coming and that got their ticket ahead of time. Can't wait to hang out. And big shout out to everybody that messaged today because they didn't realize that we were not for play, and they still expressed interest in joining us. And that had me a little worked up this morning because I'm trying to accommodate everybody, and then my girls are like, sold out means sold out. You sit down and you know how I told you we all have different roles, right? So they started putting up posts, sold out completely. I was like, well, what's the difference, Shonda? Shonda don't talk much. She was not a little bit sold out, a lot of sold out. Yeah, completely. So that had me worked up this today, then just wanting to hurry up and get to the Unconcealed Talk Show so I can have my weekly counseling session. How are you?
It sounds good. It's all good. Let me ask you a question. We had some. So how's our sound check? Are you getting me loud and clear?
I hear you loud and clear, but how do I sound? Because I'm on a different.
Well, you sound loud and clear. You sound loud and clear tonight. Because I had a caller hit me behind the scenes, said they was getting static. So I'm listening, you're listening, and right now we don't have nobody else telling us something's wrong. So I don't know. I feel good. I feel good this week. We got some good things happening today. We got an excellent topic, and usually what we're gonna do real quick. If you don't mind.
Nah. Oh God,
What?
We got sponsors and you're not behaving. What about you?
No. We're gonna just do what we do. That's it. The sponsors gonna have to ride with our format. That's it.
But
if you like us,
you know. How are you? How are you?
I'm good. You know what? I'm good this week. This week has been nothing but like getting things done, from work to personal life to working out to just, my mission this week is, finish what you start. If you're working out, finish the workouts all the way through. If you're going to do assignments, finish all the way through. Just whatever you do, when you start today, finish all the way through. It's an old cliche I did when we was playing football. When you hit that player, you go all the way through him. You put your helmet through him. But, I don't want to talk too violent on my prior football career. But, it was just a week of getting things done. And I just have a mission, before I lay my head down, I have to accomplish the things that I started out to. When I wake up in the morning, this needs to be done. This needs to be done. But I'm not going to pressure myself. So I take my time. Rome wasn't built in a day. So, it's what it is. So I'm feeling really good. But I'm excited about our guest going to be coming on. I'm really excited that she's been a part of the journey. Miss Simone, but before we get into that, I know we said we're gonna stay true to this, and I'm gonna make sure we stay true to this. We're gonna, of course, acknowledge we do our Black history. We have to stay on course because we said we're gonna do that, like we always said we're gonna do. Is that right? We're gonna stay with that.
That's absolutely right. Yep. 100%.
Okay. So we're gonna do that. Well.
Right. I'm Black and I'm proud.
Well, this week in Black and Proud segment, I'm feeling, being that Miss Diamond Dee is making moves, you make things happen with her show that, we are very proud of, by the way, and also for women by women and the upcoming luncheon they have going in, and just things that, I'm doing with the community and this what's behind the scenes with Shadow Worlds and my regular job. I'm feeling very, I don't know, like rebellious, but like empowered. So this person came to mind. Huey P. Newton. He was born as Huey Percy Newton. He is widely known throughout our history, and with the co-founder Bobby Seals of the Black Panther Party. It's basically originally was called Black Panther Party for Self-Defense. A lot of people don't understand that when the Black Party was initiated, this man was educated. Let's make no mistakes. Very educated, attended Merritt College out of Oakland and San Francisco School of Law. So he was very educated. So he knew what he was doing. In Oakland, 1966, they both formed the Black Panther Group in response to incidents of alleged police brutality, racism, as an illustration of need for black self-reliance. At the height of this popularity during the late 1960s, the party had over 2,000 members in the chapters in several cities. In 1967, Newton, of course, the government said, this is too much power for a black man. They intervened in 1967, and he was convicted of voluntary manslaughter in the death of a police officer. His imprisonment sparked protests and popular rally cry, Free Huey. His conviction was overturned in 1970. He announced that the party would adopt a nonviolent manifesto and dedicate itself to providing social services to the black community, which included free meals for children, health clinics. But in 1974, Huey was accused of another murder. and he fled to Cuba for 3 years before returning to face charges, 2 trials, which resulted in a hung jury. Mr. Newton received a PhD in the social philosophy from the University of California at St. Cruz in 1980. His dissertation, A War Against the Panthers, was subtitled A Study of Repression in America. I say all this and brought him up because people may look at us as a threat. They may look at what we do as a threat, but understand that he had a purpose to empower and protect and help our black community. And it's okay to do that. We as black people or black community stop looking for somebody else to give us something. If they're not giving us something or they're not helping our community or helping our families, we got to get off our asses. We have to do what we need to do to help ourselves. Always look for, that my welfare check didn't come in today. Listen, we got to do what we have to do. Those kids want some damn Jordans. Listen, not today. We don't have it. We got to take care of bills. You need to be grateful. We need to get back to that, empowering our families. We need to get back to stop looking for handouts. We have to become a community of empowerment and support our network. We got to stop kicking the back end of our brothers and sisters. Damn it. I'm going to say this again. We must stop kicking in the back end of our brothers and sisters. If we as a black community, because the black dollar, make no mistake, is one of the most powerful dollars that pushes our economy. The black dollar spends so much money, but we spend our money in the wrong places instead of trying to do it for ourselves. We have to get back to that. So that's why I chose this man. That's why I picked this gentleman as being an influence in our black community. It was more than just throwing a fist in the air and black leather coats and want to fight and all this other stuff. He protected. And sometimes we got to do what you have to do to protect our families and our community. So that's my black moment.
So you're very passionate about that one. So,
but it means a lot to me. I know.
Yeah.
What you got?
No, and everything that you said, it was very inspiring. One of the challenges that I'm facing with 4 women, 5 women is when I explain it to women that are not of color, right, that are not considered a minority. White folks, white women, they look at me like, well, what about me? No, it's important that I get back to my own right now. I might link up with you later, but you what you have and your opportunities are greater than ours. So that's the focus. But I also want to let everybody know that the Black Panther movement was not just a group or organization of men. There were a great number of women involved in the movement. Yes. In fact, by the 70s. By the time the 70s came around, Black Panthers the membership was majority women, and Huey P. Newton was actually married to a Black Panther, a member of the Black Panthers, Gwen Fontaine. So, like Mr. Naz said, it's much more than just throwing our fists in the air. It's about empowerment of our community. So read up on it for yourselves. Huey P. Newton, the Black Panthers, and of course, Gwen Fontaine, who was his girlfriend, turned white, and also a member of the Black Panthers. I've always got something to add. You know me.
That's what I'm talking about. And that's our moment of back and proud moment here. But without no further ado, I think we have, let me make sure if I got this right. If I'm looking at the switchboard, we have a caller, if I'm looking at it. All right. Now, I'm going to do a quick little introduction to this person. We're going to bring him on. This young lady, we friendly call her Simone because she is a very strong woman out of the Louisiana area. But without me going to her bio, we're going to bring her on, and myself and Diamond, we're going to have some dialogue with her and let her explain herself to our listeners. So, without no further ado, we're going to bring on Miss Simone. Let's bring her on.
Hey. Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome, Miss Simone. Glad to see you again.
How are you doing this week?
Oh, well, you heard me. I'm venting. I'm not going to vent again. I'm just going to say that I'm blessed. But How is it? I know this is so unimportant to you right now, but how is the weather out there? It's just miserable here in New Jersey. I need some good news. Is the weather like beautiful?
No, it's not going to be any good news. No good news because, look, I went into a building about an hour and a half ago, went in, short sleeve T-shirt on, came out, and I wanted to turn around and go back in. The temperature had dropped tremendously.
Well, what do you call a temperature
we have
drop? What's cold
weather.
to you?
What's cold? Well, right now here in Louisiana, what's cold right now is 53 degrees.
Goodbye. Pat, nice talking to you. Have a good night.
But you have to understand. You have to understand. We don't get winters.
Okay.
So this is what we call winter. We don't get winters. We get snow here. About every 30 years, we get snow. With the accumulation.
Bless
and
warm
it shuts
heart.
down the whole state. It shuts the whole state
Bless
down.
your warm heart. Just a half an inch. No school, no nothing.
Nothing.
53 is actually good news because it's cold and wet and rainy. And I know I digress. We didn't come on to talk about the weather, but I just needed a little bit of good news. How are you?
I'm good. I can't complain.
Oh my God.
I want to personally say thank you for everything that you're doing for us and partnering with us and for welcoming me to the partnership and the collaboration with everything we do. Radio, I don't start to name because it's such a huge partnership. I don't do the rundown because I don't want to leave anybody out. So here I go, straight into Diamond Dee mode, right? I'm sorry, Mr. Naz. But
no, I expect it.
Just tell everybody who you are, what you're doing, what your partnership is and your relationship is with Shadow World Radio and the Unconcealed Talk Show. Just let's hang out with us.
Okay, well, thank you guys for inviting me on this evening. This I'm gonna say cool evening here in Louisiana, but I am excited about what we're doing. First of all, I'm Simone Higginbotham, and I know that's a mouthful. I am calling. We're right out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. It's probably as deep south as you can possibly get. We're just finishing up with Mardi Gras, which yesterday was Fat Tuesday. If you anywhere else in the country, we're the only ones that had a holiday on yesterday in the entire country, right here in Louisiana. So
y'all took off the drink?
Oh, do they drink? Did you just
it's a whole holiday to get drunk?
That's a whole holiday.
Oh, no. Okay.
We have a whole holiday for that. Yes.
I'm just trying to keep up. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. No. Look, it's our culture. It's just a part of our culture. You know, we believe in Louisiana, believe in having a good time. It's just one of those places. You know, we always most times people tell you, le bon temps roulé, let the good times roll. That's what it's about.
I know that's right.
I like that.
Yes. So this is an awesome opportunity to work with Shadow World, Rebirth PR and Media, which encompasses Rebirth Magazine and Rebirth Radio Inc., which is a little bit different. Basically talk radio. But I don't even know how I was connected. I know I was connected with Mr. Naz through the wonderful man himself, Mike Real.
Yes.
That's how we were connected some years ago. I know over 10 years ago. But it has been really we reconnected last year. Matter of fact, last year this time, Mike contacted me via Facebook, and he said he and Naz were getting back together to get things going, and getting some things done, and wanted to know if I would be interested in being a part of some of the things that they were about to do. And, of course, I said yeah, because the experience that I had prior years ago was a wonderful experience. It kind of set me up for a lot of things that I'm doing now. So, we're going to be doing some things, connecting, and hopefully get you guys to Louisiana, and we can get to New Jersey, New York area. I've never been to either place, so that would be a wonderful opportunity. So that would be something connecting, the East Coast with down south, as they say. I'm really excited about this opportunity because it's going to bring together listeners from your part of the country to our listeners and our followers in this part of the country, and kind of get people to think outside of the box, getting people to embrace some issues that we have in our communities. And when I say communities, I really mean our African American communities. Some of the things that issues, social issues, some of our moral, ethical issues, things that, and even political issues that affect us as a people, as a culture. So that is just a few of the things that I'm looking forward to.
And it's funny because we talk about the weather and the differences, and that Tuesday being an actual holiday.
Big difference.
But outside of that, when you talk about the African American experience, when we get down to business, when we get down to the seriousness, we face the same challenges and the same issues. So we laugh and jest about the weather, but besides that, there's not much of a difference in the challenges that we face as African Americans. So I think it's important, the movement to connect, across the country, north, east, southeast, midwest, and just to really unite as a people. I know I'm getting preachy. Y'all know how I do, so Nat, feel free to stop me. But it's very important, in the platform.
But it's real. It's something that needs to happen. Yeah.
Yes,
I
it
agree.
Absolutely needs to happen. And I'm excited to be a part of it. And, people, I say when I'm talking about 4WBW, 4 Million Women, my thing is people think it's a play. And I say the same thing about it. It's not the play. We may not be on major networks right now, but everybody started somewhere. So I encourage you, anybody that's within the sound of our voice, no matter what platform you're listening on, to take us seriously, because we're committed to this movement. I'm going to call it a movement. I like to have a good time, but through the good times, I'm always spreading a message. There's always a message, and I think the same thing. I can say the same thing for Simone and for Mr. Naz. It's about positivity, and we laugh, we joke, and we have a good time, but there's always a positive message in there.
Definitely. I have a question. Simone, now, since the network, you have a lot of stuff going on. For those who are just tuning in, Simone was trying to explain about the Rebirth magazine. Can you kind of let the listeners know a little bit about what projects are coming up? You have an award ceremony coming up. You have quite a few things kind of happening right now. So we want to make sure we give the people that's listening a visualization of what's going on and how what you got going on, what's over there in the Louisiana, that area, and of course the New York, Jersey area. How are we going to just open this whole box? Can you let people know what you're doing? Okay.
Well, look, I'm going to go back to 2013 is when I Rebirth magazine. And it's a community-based publication. We featured, those that don't necessarily get a lot of accolades, or they're not well known, they're not out in the public eye, but they are the glue that hold a community or organization together. So we decided for our first anniversary that instead of giving a party, we would do an award ceremony. We did that award ceremony, and we honored some people that probably had never, ever been heard of anywhere in town around the Baton Rouge area. And to be honest, something new like that, I had about 25 people that attended this event, and probably about 24 of them were related to me. So I didn't give up. Most people would give up, and I always believed that, it's never been about numbers for me. And, for a lot of people, it's about numbers, how many people attend. But if I get one person to come to something that I am hosting or my organization or business is hosting, then my job is done, because, see, that one person that leaves there is going to carry that to somebody else, and then so on and so on. So that's what the mission of that is for, to create an awareness of volunteerism, an awareness of compassion, an awareness of resources, things that are in the community that this is what we shine a light on. So we've been doing it every summer since. It has really grown. This summer it started last year. We turned in from just one day event, now it's a weekend. So we're trying to do something, and today it's going to be that. It's actually today I secured a venue where we're going to start the Friday, July. It's going to be July 17th through July 19th. And the first initial night is going to be a networking, a meet and greet where they're able to, people in the general public can come and meet the honorees, which we are honoring people. The youngest honoree is in the 7th grade, and I want to say the oldest one is probably around 60. So we have people from all walks of life, from all over town. This year, our honoree is coming from the farthest place, would be Killeen, Texas, which is Miss Simonia Montgomery. She has a movement that she started across the South that's called Girl Me Too. And she's being honored. And then, of course, last year we had someone from you all's neck of the woods. She was from New York. Sadia Colbert was an honoree last year from New York. So we started out with just people around the neighborhood, just within my zip code or my area code. Now we're going outside of that, and people are actually beginning to stand up and pay attention to what we're trying to do with this award show. So the Legend Awards is that Sunday. That Saturday we're going to have a community business and health summit, which is going to be set up expo style. We're going to be giving seminars and demos, and we're going to have exercise sessions, and we're going to do what I'm really, really proud of about this that Saturday is the fact that we're going to do a mental health discussion panel where people I've collected therapists, counselors, psychologists from all across South Louisiana that are going to come in, and they're going to sit and they're going to have a discussion on different topics. And everything is absolutely free. We're going to also cover with people on the first-time home buyer seminar, financial literacy, credit repair. If they want to go into entrepreneurship, how Southern University has partnered with us to do a entrepreneurship seminar that is absolutely free. So it's going to be fun, entertainment, giveaways that Saturday, and then, of course, that Sunday, the Legend Awards, where we'll be honoring. It's going to be a gala-type setting, and this year the theme is it's going to be Derby, but it's like the Kentucky Derby, but it's going to do it Louisiana style. With a Louisiana twist on the Kentucky Derby. So we're excited about it. We have some wonderful sponsors that have come on board, and like I said, last year we had right at 300 people in attendance for the Legend Awards. So we're trying to push for a few more people to attend. But it's a wonderful feeling. I remember standing last year at the Legend Awards and looking around the room at all the different kinds of people and all the different backgrounds. They're all African Americans, but they come from so many different walks of life. And a young man asked me, he said, Miss Simone, how did you get all these different kinds of people in one room? I said, consistency, and I never gave up. And see, when people see that you're here to stay and you're not going anywhere, then they have no choice but to jump on board and join you.
That's right.
So I stood up in the middle of a room that encompassed the guy that was being honored, who was once in trouble in prison, but has come out and started a nonprofit that assists young men from making the same mistakes that he made, to someone that's a council person that was being honored. Also, as guests, we had doctors, we had lawyers, we had people from just every teachers, we had educators, we had everyone under that one roof at one time, and they all have the sole purpose, and that was giving back, giving of their gifts and their talents to help hold their community together, to help elevate their communities. So that to me that was all worth it. And when it's over, I'm tired, I'm dog tired, but it's all worth it.
But it's all worth it. Yeah. So. And, just listening to you, it's such an inspiration for me. I'm trying. Someone told me recently, surround yourself with like-minded people, but most importantly, people that are doing better than you. And that's because you can learn from them. I can listen to, and when I say doing better, it's doing better when you say that people automatically think financially, and that's not it. Be it through experience or what have you, somebody that's doing better, doing more. Stay close to those people, because that's who you're going to learn from. So I'm detached to your head. I'm going to be attached to your head.
Well, I want to stay on track on time with this. I want to stay on track on time because we're getting close to the commercial. I want to make sure we get this other question in. Now, you have an upcoming show that you partner with us, of course, the Rebirth Chronicles. We came with the idea. You real quick, spare about a minute or two, but about a minute. Can you tell people what the Rebirth Chronicles is and when it's being premiered so the listeners can know and look out for it?
Okay. We actually, you heard me speak about Rebirth Magazine, which was initially the very first thing that I brought about under my umbrella of Rebirth PR Media. So, in speaking with Mr. Naz, we had several phone calls and conversations. We thought about, all these different things that I wanted to do as far as podcasts. Different people doing different shows started last August. So he said, what about if we encompass all these podcasts and we just create a podcast magazine, in the magazine style? And, we don't know anybody that's presently doing that. It may be somebody doing it, but we're doing it, and we're doing it in, our way. So it's called Rebirth Chronicles, which will include my podcast, which is Face the Community. We'll be talking about, I'll have guests on, we'll be talking about all types of social issues. And when people think about Face the Community, it's not going to be political. It's going to be things that people are talking about, things that are trending, things that some people won't talk about, we're going to talk about. And also the next show is State of the Union, which is going to be hosted by Aaron Johnson. He's going to talk about everything political, regionally, local, globally. What he's going to be discussing. And, of course, we have Miss Lucy Bones, who's going to do another perspective, which she's going to be dealing with a lot of social issues. But most of her stuff will be geared toward people that are recently released prison reform, and we're going to talk about mental health issues and things like that on her show. And lastly, but certainly not least, recent brand new author, Miss Toshiba York LeBlanc. She has a book that she released last year that's called Chronicles of a Champion, and her show is called Conversations with Champions. So she's going to be discussing different topics in her book, which of course will be some things: domestic violence, teen pregnancy, just things that affect us in our day-to-day lives. She's going to be having serious conversations about that. So that is Rebirth Chronicles, and I'm excited about it. Debuts this Saturday, and it's going to be heard on Blog Talk Radio with Shadow Worlds, and it's going to be 12 noon Central Standard Time and 1 o'clock Eastern Time. That's you guys' time. So I hope that everyone listens in, and I'm super excited. Can't wait to hear it.
I'll definitely
awesome.
be tuned in and supporting, promoting, and just my mind is all over the place. So if anybody, either of you or any of the listeners out there, remind me, tag me. I'm gonna set my alarm so that I don't forget. But it's bad, y'all. It's rough being me right now. Age is catching up, but I know Naz is a stickler for time. So I just again want to personally thank you for embracing me. I want to get yelled at, but I thank you, and again, you are an inspiration. I'm inspired by you, and I'll be doing whatever I can do to help, to be a part.
Oh, and same here, Dee. Look, you say I inspire you, but you inspire me. You have no idea. I see you, Dee. I see what you're doing.
Well, we're going to be talking behind the scenes because you may have to expand the 4W by 4 women by women to more states because they've been looking. Trust me, Mr. Sheba, everybody they've been following.
Yeah, it's definitely not intended to just be a Jersey thing. So we're starting off slow and steady because we want to make sure that we do things in decency and in order. And learn before we leap, but it's definitely not intended to be stagnant and just a Jersey thing. So anybody that's looking, please continue to watch. And we are also open for constructive criticism. Now, goofy criticism, we're not here for that, but if you have something constructive to offer, we're definitely open for that advice.
Definitely. Ms. Simone, we're going to put you on your hold. You're welcome to listen to the show. We're going to go to commercial. We're going to jump in this topic. But again, everybody, let's put our hands together for the one on CEO. I call her Ms. Simone.
Thank you.
Simone. Thank you.
Yeah, with that being said, we're going to jump to this commercial. come on back with the topic. Once again, welcome to Unconcealed Talk Show.
You're listening to one of New York's top syndicated shows, the Unconcealed Talk Show, featuring Mr. Naz and Diamond Dee.
Make it bounce.
Come on back.
We are
you
back.
Go again.
Make it bounce. I'm not messing with you. See, I knew you would go into that Diamond Dee mode. I knew it.
Sorry.
Because that's what you do. But you know what? I knew that because sometimes it's like with basketball play. You're going down the court, you throw the alley-oop, and you know the person that's running the game with you is going to slam it in. And that's how we do it here. Because I know, listen, we're at a point, I know what she's going to do. I have a point. I know how she's going to talk. I know when not to say something. I know when to say something. Fellas, take this advice. When you're in a relationship, it's a good segue when knowing in relationships when to play your position and your part or your lane. It don't make you no punk. So with that being said, tonight's topic is to be or not to be in a relationship. Now, we're going to have this conversation about relationships, and this is one of Miss Diamond's favorite topics of she loves relationships. She loves to go in, and she loves it. I'm passionate because I talk through experiences. So we're going to talk about how if you're in a relationship or you're trying to get in one, and at what point you're going to take it to the next level, or should there even be levels established? Let's talk about it. With that being said, I'm gonna roll the red carpet out. what you got? I know your brain is popping on this topic.
You know what?
What you got?
So it was definitely popping, right? So I just want to say that the thoughts, views, and opinions that come out of my mouth tonight may or may not be how I really feel. It depends on the moment. Because I was going back and forth, I'm like, it depends on a person's experience. Because 20-year-old me versus 20-year-old me, it has two different perspectives. I'm going to say 25, 26. Don't waste my time. What are we doing next? You going to propose or I'm going to be out? And I was proposed to. But it wasn't because he necessarily wanted to be married at the time. It's because he didn't want to lose me. So we rushed and moved into something that he may not have necessarily been ready for, right? Because of the ultimatum. It's the old ultimatum thing. Ultimatums don't work. I'm going to put that out there right now. I don't care what it is. Ultimatum is a threat, right? And you may have someone that really loves you and they give in to your ultimatum because they don't want to lose you. But if a man or a woman is going to do anything with you or go to the next level with you, it needs to be because they genuinely want to. So, ladies, no matter where you are in the relationship, you can have the discussion about it. And if he doesn't seem to be on the same level as you have to make a decision for yourself. Do I want to stay and wait for him to be ready to go to the next level, or do I want to move on? So but giving him the ultimatum, it's not good. It doesn't work. He don't want to lose you. He's going to yes you. He's going to go out and get you the ring of his financial needs. And you're going to be engaged. You're going to plan a wedding, and then he's going to look back and have regrets. So maybe you'll look back and have regrets. This goes both ways. I'm talking to the ladies, but it can go both ways. Now, the 20-year-old Diamond is different. In love is a different thing. Like, I love being in love. I love love. Everybody knows that. But I also have learned to love being alone. I like my space. So I think about things differently now. Damn, it would be nice to be married and have a union and that solidifies our relationship, and we do it before God, and then you automatically get half of my retirement. I'm trying to have it. So now I'm thinking from the financial. I'm thinking about my end. Yeah. So what's your retirement plan to do your job? if you don't sign off, not even half, let's say you got grown children or you have children and they're not your spouse's children, unless they sign off, your spouse is your automatic beneficiary of your retirement plan. Don't believe me? Go and check it out.
No, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. But you said something. I want to chime on something you said. You said when you in a relationship, giving an ultimatum comes across as a threat. I gotta agree with you. I gotta agree.
It's a threat.
And that took time for me to understand that. And I say that because I'm glad that you reference how you grew up and the times you look at things different. I didn't. The younger me, I was real quick to throw the ultimatum. I was real quick. Making quick decisions.
Give me the booty oil.
Come on, put me on Front
keep
Street.
it unapologetic. Keep it on. You said the younger you, Naz, stands for Nancy. And you said what is the next level?
It was honestly, it was a little bit of both. I'm gonna say that, and I'm also gonna say that. Me being immature in my early 20s, because you thinking because you reached past 18, you're grown. I'm grown. I'm grown now. I know better. I didn't know nothing. I thought I did. And I thought controlling a relationship, even as I got older, I thought that was the way to do it, and it's not. It's not. I learned through trial and error. I've learned through being humbled, having good relationships and bad relationships, and having a beautiful marriage. It's a process, and you have to understand. It doesn't happen overnight. But I agree with you. Giving the ultimatum is a definite. I call it the kill shot. Once you give that ultimatum, the relationship changes. The person's gonna forgive you. They say, okay, no, all right, no, I'm sorry, my bad. I mean that. But at the end of the day, that's going to be in the back of their mind because they're going to think that's your thinking. That's the way you think how things should go. And it's not, because like you said before, you can be alone. You can really be alone. Once you pull that card, to that woman, listen, we either do this my way or not. Now, you're taking the relationship to another level.
You might have a nod. But you might get a nod. See, back in the day when we were younger, we just wanted our man, right? We just wanted our man, and we wanted our relationship to work. So we probably would have conceded and done done what you wanted. But now, at the age that, so be careful now when you do it, because now people are settled. They settle, not settle down necessarily in a relationship, but settle who they are. Don't give me no ultimatum because or what. Like what or what? So
or what?
Or what? I'm making a face too.
Exactly.
Or what?
Or
right? What? Got to
exactly.
push your lip up. Or what?
But how do you talk to those people?
Might get the
how do you talk to those people? But how do you talk to those people? I know we got listeners right now. Who's facing that same situation. We always give our perspective, but I think on this topic right here, we need to talk to those, because you can't tell me there's somebody out there listening that cannot relate to the situation they're in now. They could be 50, they could be 30, they could be 60, and they're faced with a situation. Man, if I don't marry this person, or the relationship changes. Or you're getting into a relationship where you don't really want to be in for financial reasons, or you make it a level of commitment.
That's why you got to be a part for women by women. We telling you how to grab your baby.
Did you just do a shallow plug? You just slid the plug in there.
Right in there. Split it right in there.
That was good. That was good. That was slick.
You have to. What matters more? Being able, having the extra financial. It's not stability because it's conditional. Conditional finances is not stability because they're giving you an or else. So what's worse? Your peace of mind and your happiness, or there or else. So, I'm here and I'm doing this for you. And if you don't, when we say next level, just to keep it 100, next level could even just be sexual. You know, you can be an up and down kind of person, a traditional. You can be an up and down, traditional missionary kind of person. Those people are out there. He's like, what? But, you know, and then you've got this, and you're just uncomfortable through because of whatever possible psychological things, the physical things that you have gone through in your previous life. If you don't have sex with me this way, I'm out. That's another level. They want to take that sexual relationship to another level. Do you do it? Do you compromise your value? So it becomes a matter of what's more important.
But you got to have the conversation, Diamond. You got to talk to them because I know about doing different things in sexual wise or just another aspect of the relationship. You know, but I think that ultimatum, like you said earlier, is just not the way to do it. That's not the conversation to have. You know, you got to kind of like, smooth the situation.
You got to smooth it over there, baby. You know, I like it to the left a little bit more than just, you know, whatever it is. But it has to be a conversation. And hopefully everybody's ready to go to the next level at the same time. If you're both sitting around stuck and scared to talk, you both might be ready, but no one wants to put it out there first for fear of losing that other person, right? So communication, it all comes down to communication because it can be the polar opposite of what I'm saying. You both might be ready to jump the broom, but the women don't want to say it because she doesn't want to seem needy and she doesn't want to seem like she's giving an ultimatum, and the man may want it, but he knows that she's secure in where she is in life, and she might not, when they met, she may not have wanted to be married again. And that's how she felt when you met her 2 years ago. Talk about it. Both of y'all sitting around, ain't nobody saying nothing. Now, But
I know some people like that right now.
You grown. You grown. But both these dummies riding out to damn Chili's for dinner, and both of them got this thing, Chili's. I'm hungry, y'all. But both of them have this thing on their mind. Chili's, I don't know. That's the first thing that came off. I think I'm riding down the Parkway. I was riding down Garden State Parkway. I got to 135. So, your communication, you got to open up your big mouth. So people say, Diamond, you talk too much. But one thing for certain, with all the talking that I do, no matter what type of relationship we're in, be it intimate relationship, brother, sister, daughter, granddaughter, partner on the radio show, you're going to know how I feel. So you're going to know when it's time to go to the next level. You're going to know when it's time to pause. You're going to know when I need a little bit of space. You're going to know when I'm pissed. Right, man? You're like,
like you started early the damn show. Yeah, exactly. But I'm gonna play now. I'm gonna play now. Let me borrow your page and be you in this situation. I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Now, what if you're in a relationship? You know, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people listening to this show can relate to this. You're in a relationship for years. You know, but this man is not committing to marry you. But he's going through day by day, you know I love you, you know, he's showing you all that, but he has not made the moves after 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm even dare say 10 years, y'all girlfriend and boyfriends, or you had a very extreme long engagement. At what point, point does that person, the person who wants more from the relationship, does it matter to get married? Or is it a conversation, or is it I want to be married? Is it still a conversation? At what point do you say I want this? I want more than just you treating me like the cow getting the milk for free? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
at what point do you want that
individual? You have to decide. Are you going to bed crying every night because he won't commit? How is it making you feel? I don't like my feelings being hurt. So the minute you hurt my feelings too much. Now, I got to tell you about it. I'm going to talk to you about it. I didn't like when you did this to me. I don't like that we're stagnant in our relationship. I want to move on to the next level. I want us to be engaged. I want us to get married. I'm telling you how I feel. And
I'm him. Now, come on, you know I love you. We've been together 5 years. Well, we got to talk about this. Now, I'm playing that man.
That's the thing. That's the thing, Naz. We've been together for 5 years, and we're stagnant. I want more out of life. You know, if something happens to you, I'm the one that's been taking care of you. I'm the one you have a home with, but I have no rights. If something happens to you, your family could tell me, get out the way. I've got no rights. I can't come into the hospital room and talk to the doctors. I've got nothing, So what do I want to be more than your girlfriend. I want to be more than your fiance. We've been doing this for 5 years, and I know you love me. But what's stopping you? What is it that's preventing you from wanting to go to
we live together. We live together. What's the problem? You have my keys, you have my car, you have my bank account.
That's all materialistic stuff. That's all materialistic. I'm not talking about the materialistic thing. I got my own car. We live together. We split these rooms. So we're helping each other in that sense. I want more. And then if you don't want more, I'm going to have to make a decision to find somebody, and I'm willing to take the chance to find somebody who I know is headed in the same direction as me, that wants the same things out of life.
And I'm willing
to start over.
That sounds easy. But that sounds easy. What about you? Have a lot of people out here who have insecurity issues, and they hold on to the slightest person that shows them love. Maybe the person may not feel as beautiful, or maybe they may not be perceived as a beautiful-looking appearance person, but they just put all their eggs into this person's basket because this is the person that showed them love for all this time. It's too hard for them to restart.
That's the problem, and they need to not be in a damn relationship anyway because they ain't learned to love themselves first. You got to love yourself first. I'm sitting here looking at myself in the mirror right now at the damn 30 pounds that I gained, but I'm okay. Yeah, it's bad.
Well, first of all, we got to figure out why you on the show looking at yourself in the mirror. That's kind of vain. Damn.
Well, you got the mirror right there. That's the mirror right there. I'm practicing for when we start to do live. But no, you have to love yourself first. You can't pretend, and that person that's stringing you along, you know why they're doing it? Because they know you don't love you. They know that you don't love you. They know what your insecurities are, and they're playing on it. And in fact, they probably don't even love you neither. So you got to love yourself first and be willing to say, fuck you. I don't need you.
That's what I need to hear. That's what I need to hear.
You have got to be willing to say that. And I haven't had to say this in a long time, but my tagline was, I'm good. Oh, I'm going to leave. I'm going to be out. Motherfucker, I'm good. I was good when I met you. I'm going to be good when you're gone. Oh, when you say I'm good, that just discredits my whole manhood. Excuse me?
Well, wait a minute. Why did you sound so
regulated, I won't say that. Because that's how they say when they say that shit. Fuck you.
The voice you just said, it sounds dumb as hell. I take exception to this. I take exception to this. I'm taking exception right now because, fellas, I'm with y'all.
What?
She just portrayed the man like he was dumb as hell. He played him out.
I did not say that. You said that. I just
you played him out. It sound like Deputy Dog. Damn.
That's how I heard it. It might not have even sounded that way, but that's how you sound to me because I'm good. I've always said, even when my daughter was a little girl, I'm going to always be in the position to take care of me and take care of mine. I might not have been able to be lavish and luxurious, but I don't need you for that. And that's always been it. I'm good. I've been 237 pounds. I've been 153. And through that 100 pounds, I'm still good. So, my attitude probably leaves a lot to be desired sometimes. But I love me. I love all of me. I love all aspects of me. And so I can say I'm good. And if you can't love me the way I need you to love me, I'm good. You got to be gone. And I'm not saying I haven't made mistakes. I've made mistakes. I've dated down. I'm married down. No more charities. Learn from me. Mama used to say, take a fool's advice. We didn't understand what that meant when we were children. Take a fool's advice means I've been that fool. Learn from what I'm telling you, and don't do it. Love yourself. Don't date down. Don't be in a relationship with somebody because you feel insecure and they make you feel real. They're playing on you. They're playing you all the way out. They know your insecurities. The minute they get mad at you, that's why you want that bitch. They play on you. Then they want to make up, no, baby, you always just saying that to make you, you just had me upset. I love you, baby. I love all them roles. Come on. Sorry.
I love it. I
I digress.
I can't.
Look, all the rules.
Oh my God. Oh man. Ladies and gentlemen, those who listen to the show, I knew this was the reaction that we was going to get with Diamond on this topic. I knew it, but I didn't know she was going to do the voiceovers and stuff like that. But you can tell.
Do voiceovers, you can hire me. Let's do that too.
But I think with that being said, one, I totally agree with you. I think in order to take any relationship whatever relationship you have, whether it's intimate, whether it's friendship, whether it's professional or business, one, the conversation got to be had. You got to communicate, talk. Open mouth does not, if you close your mouth, you're not gonna get fed. If you open your mouth, you will get all the food and nourishments that you need. Now, the most important thing that Miss Diamond said was loving yourself. You have to be confident in who you are and know what you want in life. And I support what she says, because I think that alone is an answer. Because I'm pretty sure there's people listening to the show right now that need to hear that from you. Maybe, ladies, if you just need to hear from another woman who's been through that, who's walked that walk. And what I want to do, I definitely enjoyed our conversation with Miss Simone, but I want to have a part 2 to this one, because I know you got a lot on this topic, and I want to bring in a relationship person, but this topic it's 1 hour. It's not enough, but I agree with you so much. Loving yourself and understanding your experiences in order to know what you're ready for the next level, and that communication factor is equally important, because once you have those 2 factors in the relationship, you'll be able to take to the next level and have a better understanding what the relationship is all about. So you guys to either proceed or go your respective ways. Yeah, but at the end of the day, you got to have that conversation. You got to have that love for yourself. Love first yourself before you can love another. Definitely, I love that. I love it. Period.
Absolutely. And of course, we can definitely do a part 2. We've got so many great shows coming up and conversations, and we're going to do some some video as well as audio, so y'all get to see Mr. Naz. Y'all ain't going to see me unless I get this 20 pounds off. That's real talk. So, I'll be...
No, it's coming soon. Unconcealed Show is coming viral soon. We will do the official announcement. Basement Life will be promoting it. Big shout out to Basement Life. We are very honored and very happy to see and watch what we love to do just blossom. And just from New Jersey, New York to Philadelphia to Louisiana to Texas to Atlanta, just everything. I'm honored and I'm happy. Diamond Dee, she's been in this game a long time, as well as myself, and for us to collaborate the way we did, and just offer the connection piece of Mr. Mike Real, and just watching this blossom, and then also Diamond saying, I'm feeling motivated. I got to start this for Women by Women. And I remember she talked about it. I said it's time. I remember we talked about the Diamond Dee show. It's going to happen. I remember these conversations, and I support her, and it just since then, and it's a blessing when you see things just blossom.
You not just support me, you encourage me, and I want to publicly thank you for your not just your support, but your encouragement. You really, really do. People probably think that we're attached at the hip, and it's really the exact opposite, because we are both so busy. But you encourage me. I'm listening, and I'm like, damn, how do you do that? How do you do that? You're always making business moves. I don't know when you sleep, but you encourage me. Even what you said at the beginning of the show, follow through. If you commit to something, follow through on it. And you do it all the time. All the time. There's never been one
I'm not always
show,
good at it.
one time that you haven't followed. But you know what? If you're not, it doesn't show. It doesn't show. You definitely follow through. And I aim, to be like you. I look at you, as my brother, and you're seriously a motivator for me. So I have to interrupt you to say that publicly and unapologetically. You just the shit,
Thank you so much.
That's
I'm trying. I'm just trying, and I just want to make sure, as both of our birthdays are coming up soon, that we take it as a bookmark or a milestone of our lives, and we just become the experience, because people need to get out of our way. For me personally, there's so much things God have in store for me and with my family, and I'm just blessed to have people that support me, and I see the blessings happen upon with you and those that's listening to our voice. I know a lot of times we drop the F-bombs and we have fun on this show, but understand our spirituality is deep and it's grounded.
Yeah.
We may not be perfect, but we are focused with God and our spirituality, and that what motivates us. And we hope that if you're listening to this show, that you can be motivated and inspired to be the better version of yourself. And don't apologize, and do not apologize for trying to be great. If someone is trying to shit on you or whatever you do in life, that's them. Let them do them. You do you. You do you. Don't worry about them, because if they take energy to worry about the shit you going on with them, they have a lot of things they need to work out. You can't control other people's stuff, but you damn sure control yourself. So with that being said, we're gonna do our final words. I'm gonna leave the last one with Miss Diamond, but my final words are basically, whatever you do, own your greatness. I've said this before, but I cannot keep on saying it. Own your greatness. Follow through. You start it, finish it. Every little goal. Start with small goals. Maybe one goal per day. Okay, you know what, I'm doing this. By the end of the week, you'd accomplish 5 to 7 goals. Then maybe say challenge yourself by the end of the month. I could do more. It's always steps. Challenge yourself. Yeah. Follow through on the goals. Have a vision and have a goal. Follow through. That's my final words for the night. Diamond, what you got?
Same thing I've been saying all night. Love yourself. If you don't love yourself, you risk someone else loving you improperly. So love yourself and accept nothing less than what you feel like you deserve, and that's greatness. Those are my final words.
No doubt. No doubt. And salute to all our listeners, our faithful listeners, and our supporters. We're making some moves, and we hope that you enjoy what we have going on. We're trying to make sure it's responsible and fun dialogue. We're keeping it real from our own perspectives. And whatever you do, guys, keep on tuning in. Tell a friend. The Unconcealed Talk Show. Also, you want to check it out on Facebook, the Diamond Dee Show, that goes every other Monday. It's a great show. Also, salute to our other brothers in production. They're rocking right now. The Basement Life, you can check them out on Facebook with DJ Punch. He's going down tonight. I'm going to check him out a little bit when we get off this show. And we just got a lot of things going on. Also, Rebirth Radio, Rebirth Chronicles this Saturday, the first podcast magazine. It's a podcast showcase. Never really been done, from my understanding, but we're doing it here, and we're just happy. There's a lot of things going on. Thinking out the box, like Miss Simone said. You got to think out the box in order to make things happen in your world. So, again, we love you guys all, and we encourage you. We'll see you next week. Listen, tune in.
Thank you.
Unconcealed Talk Show.
All right.
Word.
Have a good night, y'all.
Peace.
Welcome to the Unconcealed Talk Show.
You're listening to one of New York's top syndicated shows, the Unconcealed Talk Show, featuring Mr. Naz and Diamond Dee.
Real talk. This is the Unconcealed Talk Show.
Brought to you by Shadow Wealth Media out of the New Jersey and New York area.